There are moments in life when everything feels heavy. When you wake up in the morning and you are not sure why you should get out of bed. When you work hard but nothing seems to change. When you look around and think, why does life feel so difficult for everyone else too? A long time ago, a woman named Rhonda Byrne felt exactly this way. She had just gone through one of the hardest years of her life. Her father had died, her relationships were falling apart, her work was failing. She felt broken inside. She felt like the world had turned its back on her. Then, one day, her daughter handed her an old book, a book that was almost 100 years old, a small, quiet book with big, powerful ideas inside. Rhonda sat down. She opened the pages, and what she read changed everything. She discovered something that she believed had been hidden for centuries, something that great thinkers, philosophers, and successful people across history had quietly known. Something so simple, yet so powerful, that it felt almost impossible to believe at first. She called it The Secret, and today, we're going to walk through that secret together. We're going to look at the most important lessons from her book, lessons that, if you truly understand them, can begin to change the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, and the way you live your life. So, take a breath, settle in, and let us begin. The first and most important lesson in The Secret is this: your thoughts create your reality. This sounds simple, maybe even too simple, but think about it for a moment. Every single day, thousands of thoughts pass through your mind. Some are small, some are big, some are hopeful, but many, for most of us, are fearful, negative, worried, full of doubt. And Rhonda Byrne says that those thoughts are not just thoughts, they are signals, they are frequencies. They go out into the world like invisible radio waves, and the world responds to them. She calls this the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. What you focus on, you bring more of into your life. If you focus on problems, you attract more problems. If you focus on what you lack, you attract more lack. But if you focus on good things, on possibilities, on what you want, you begin to attract those things instead. Now, this does not mean that life will always be easy. It does not mean that pain will never come. But it means that the energy you carry inside you, the thoughts you choose to give your attention to, those thoughts are shaping your experience more than you know. Think about the people in your life. Have you ever noticed that some people always seem to find trouble? Things go wrong for them again and again, and they say, "See, nothing ever works for me." But have you also noticed that some people seem to attract good things naturally? Opportunities find them. Good luck seems to follow them. They are not smarter, they are not more special, but they think differently. That is the power Rhonda Byrne is talking about. The second lesson is this: you must be clear about what you want. Many people spend their lives focused on what they do not want. They say, "I do not want to be poor. I do not want to be alone. I do not want to fail." And the law of attraction, as Rhonda explains it, does not hear the word "not." It only hears the energy behind the words. It hears poverty. It hears loneliness. It hears failure. So the secret is to turn it around. Instead of thinking about what you do not want, get clear about what you do want. Be specific. Be honest. Do not be afraid to dream. What kind of life do you want? What kind of person do you want to become? What do you want to feel every day when you wake up? Write it down. Say it out loud. Let yourself imagine it clearly, because the mind is like a camera. It needs a clear picture to focus on. Without that picture, it wanders. It picks up fear and worry instead. Give your mind something beautiful to aim for. The third lesson is about asking, believing, and receiving. Rhonda Byrne breaks the process into 3 steps, and she says that if you follow these steps with a true and open heart, things will begin to shift. The first step is to ask. Ask the universe, God, life, whatever word feels right to you. Ask clearly for what you want, not once with doubt in your heart, but truly, like a child asking a parent for something they genuinely believe they will receive. The second step is to believe. This is where most people struggle. They ask, but then they immediately begin to doubt. They think, "This'll never happen. I am not lucky enough. Good things do not happen to me." Rhonda says that belief must come before the evidence. You must feel it as if it has already happened. This is not about lying to yourself. It is about training your mind to hold a vision even when the outside world has not yet caught up. Think of it like ordering something online. You place the order. You do not stand at the door every minute asking where it is, doubting whether it will come. You simply trust that it is on the way. That is the energy of true belief. The third step is to receive. This means being open, being ready. Sometimes the thing we ask for does not arrive in the exact shape we imagined. It comes through a conversation, a book, a chance meeting, a new idea. Receiving means staying open and grateful, even as you wait. The fourth lesson is about gratitude. This is perhaps the most gentle and beautiful lesson in the whole book. Rhonda Byrne says that gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. When you feel truly grateful, something inside you shifts. You stop focusing on what is missing. You start seeing what is already there. And what you appreciate, appreciates. She suggests starting every morning with a grateful heart. Before your phone, before the news, before the noise of the day begins, just sit quietly for a few minutes and feel thankful for your body, for your breath, for the people you love, for the small things that work in your life. This is not pretending that everything is perfect. Life is not perfect, but gratitude is a practice. And like any practice, the more you do it, the stronger it becomes. When you are grateful, your energy changes. You feel calmer. You feel more open. And from that open, calm place, you are able to see possibilities that fear and stress would have hidden from you. The fifth lesson is about the power of feeling. Rhonda Byrne says that thoughts alone are not always enough. The real power comes when your thoughts and your feelings are aligned. When you do not just think something, but you feel it, deep in your body, in your chest, in your bones. She calls this emotional frequency. When you feel joy, love, excitement, and faith, you are vibrating at a high frequency, and high frequency attracts high frequency, good things, good people, good moments. This is why she encourages people not just to think positive thoughts, but to actively create positive feelings, to listen to music that lifts them, to spend time with people who make them feel alive, to do small things every day that bring them genuine joy. Because joy is not a reward that comes after success. Joy is the frequency that helps attract it. The sixth lesson is a hard one, but it is important. Rhonda Byrne says that your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If your life feels chaotic, look inside. If you feel like the world is against you, look at what you believe deep down about yourself. If relationships keep breaking, look at what you believe about love in your own worthiness to receive it. This is not about blame. This is not about saying that every bad thing that happened to you was your fault. Life is complicated. pain comes for reasons we cannot always control, but it is about taking responsibility for the one thing you can always control: your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs about yourself. Because when you begin to change those, slowly, gently, the outside world begins to change too. The seventh and final lesson is this: you are worthy. This is the quiet heart of the whole book. Underneath every technique, every law, every practice Rhonda Byrne describes is one simple, powerful truth. You deserve good things. Not because you have earned them perfectly, not because you have no flaws, not because your life has gone exactly right, but simply because you were here, because you were alive, because existence itself is a gift. So many people go through life with a quiet, painful belief inside, a belief that says they are not quite enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough, and so they never truly ask for what they want. They never truly believe that life can be different. The Secret asks you to challenge that belief, to look at it clearly, to say, maybe I was wrong about myself. Maybe I am more capable of joy than I thought. Because you are. The story of Rhonda Byrne is not just about a book. It is about a woman who was broken, who found one idea, who held onto it, and who rebuilt her whole life around it. She shared it with the world because she believed that everyone deserves to know this. That your thoughts have power, that your feelings have direction, that life is not something that happens to you. Life is something that, in many ways, you are constantly creating. It will not always be easy. There will be hard days. There will be doubt. There will be moments when nothing seems to be working. But return to gratitude, return to clarity, return to belief, and keep going. Because the most powerful thing in this world is a mind that knows what it wants and a heart that believes it deserves to have it. That is the secret. And now, it belongs to you.